Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Coils of Destiny. My name is Steven Dutzman. I'm your host and the dungeon master of this wonderful game. Episode 2, we were a little short-handed. We had a few people not feeling well, but as you can see, we are back. The only person not here is Marie's webcam. That jerk. It's dead to all of us. But that's fine. She's still here.
Hello.
So, when last we met, we went to a cemetery. If you want to know what happened when last we met, because you missed it, you can look in the YouTube and go to the Engage Family Gaming YouTube channel. You can see both of our VODs, because this is only episode 3. If you ever wanted to get on the ground floor of a live play Dungeons & Dragons game, this is one really good opportunity. To reintroduce my players once again, to my right on the top row is my very good friend Dana, who is playing Rory. To her right is the Mistress of Magnificence of Engage Family Gaming, otherwise known as Mom. That is Linda Roble, Managing Editor of Board Games. Linda, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Ready for some fun.
Directly beneath her is my brother. No, you are not seeing two copies of the same person. We are actually separate people. That is my brother.
I made sure to wear a different colored shirt this time.
Thank you. Although, guys, you gotta like my shirt. Check it out. It's Wanda and Vision. Isn't it great?
That is so on brand for you.
That is a very Dutes Mania on brand.
Yeah, it is. The Vision, my favorite superhero. Not my favorite X-Man. He's my favorite superhero. Which says a lot about me if you really think about it. But so anyway, to his left is the celebrity in the room, and that is Noob Mama. She gets the center square today.
Center square.
The center square. And to her left is renowned journalist and business brain, and one of my very best friends in the whole wide world, Amanda Farrow, the Princess of Power. How are you?
I'm so happy that I can actually sit up straight and that I'm not dying anymore, because I was like dying 2 weeks ago. It was really terrible. So
yeah, I'm glad that you're back.
I hope you missed me, because I missed you.
Oh man, I did. Absolutely. And the bottom row is my very good friend Marie, who I've known for way too darn long, because we are way too darn old. Marie, how are you, other than mad at your camera?
Pretty good, thanks.
Great. Who wants to play some Dungeons & Dragons?
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Me.
All right, I don't. So see y'all later. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm just kidding.
Well.
So when last we met, no, we weren't. We weren't that late, Amanda. So you're okay. When last we met, the 4 plucky adventurers, so Sans, Vera, and Jez, went on a quick trip across town, briefly outside of Wavecrest, to go to a cemetery to retrieve a burial shroud that was a request from excuse me. It was a request from your patron, and he had sent you there. He made it very clear that this was on the up and up. Because you asked many questions, if you'll recall, because it sounded a little shaky. And when you got there, everything appeared to be fine until you were ambushed by some plucky wraiths. But you escaped. And our game ended as you walked into town. And our game will begin as you walk into town and crash gently into Vera and Jez, carrying 2 steaming hot trays of crab cakes.
And like half of them go flying. Ugh.
Now there's sandy crab cakes.
We just worked so hard on those crab cakes. Oh, it's our friends. Hello. Would you like some crab cakes?
Are you hungry?
There are so many on the ground now. You can just wipe them off.
I rush to prestidigitate them clean.
Oh, I
Very
forget
nice.
that you could do that. This is so wonderful.
Flick of a wand, and the food is tasty again.
Hooray!
Thank you, culinary magic. Also, I'm sorry.
It's okay. They're just crab cakes. They will be delicious.
I don't mean that. It's just, I wish we had a better plan when we went into the mausoleum. I tried to talk in the middle of combat, and I got my words all scrambled, and now Rory got attacked by a white.
Oh,
I'm fine though.
Uh,
It's fine.
You're-
Esty,
Uh,
Esty, are you okay?
I'm good. Just a flesh wound.
I've
but
heard that one before.
but
It was Talia. It was
But-
Talia.
but-
You're forgetting it was Talia that was attacked.
but Tally was also attacked by a wraith, and we can't heal her. We tried.
Oh.
We need a cleric.
Just
Wow.
a flesh wound. I'm fine.
I mean,
No, it's not fine. You got hit. You got hit in the darkness energies. And it,
Even
So
at
what can I
half
do?
strength, I'm still. Fine.
I'm here to help. So what do we need? What do we need? We got bit by a white. All right, let's check
I think
this
it was
out.
punched, and again,
Like in the face, or like in what area do I need to heal?
Or was it chest, shoulder?
I don't think it's a specific wound. It's the
I think she's poisoned.
I was just being facetious.
You have an ickiness inside of you that needs to be healed.
probably that. We'll go with that.
That's fair.
Hey.
That's fair.
I just wish we had a better plan. I learned to say words before we get attacked by undead instead of at the time.
And maybe you're just nervous, and so you just say a lot of words because you're nervous.
Well,
I mean, I can restore.
I can relate to that.
I can restore. So
pardon me, I'm going to shove my mouth full of crab cake.
crab cake.
I mean, probably the shoulder wound is the worst. I mean, it's a little black.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, I could probably hit you with a little bit of lesser restoration. See if that cancels a thing or two out. Here are some wounds.
Okay, so you cast Lesser Restoration on Talia. Talia,
I sure do.
You feel like a warmth radiate over you, and the kind of the I don't want to say like a dark energy because you really, whatever, but like the thing that has been bugging you since you got hit, it just kind of wipes away. So you still are hurt, but you get a sense that you could actually be healed now. You feel better.
That's like
It's
right
like
up there
being
eating
hurt.
that cookie.
It's weird like that.
Okay. What if what I did was heal you right now? You be down for that? Let's try it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. It's touch. I rolled it. I rolled a 10.
That's 10. That is 10 points of healing right there. So I like it. So you get 10
All
points of healing.
Vera, how much more of that can you do? Because I have a bit of a gouge on my arm.
I can
I'm okay.
do...
I can
Okay.
wait if you need to.
No, we're good. We're good. I can actually do a bigger heal. Because I got
don't need
two
it.
heals.
I don't need a gigantic heal. It's a medium wound. It's not huge. I'm not about to fall over dead.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, we're going to do it again then. We're going to do it again.
Okay.
Here we go.
All
Here we go.
All right.
All right, there's another one. 4-9.
Oh, perfect. Wound is completely closed up. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Welcome. I'm so glad that I can be of assistance. I brought crab cakes and I brought healing.
Oh,
So
I'm
I'm
as
a very
everything.
useful cleric, even when I get
Agreed.
distracted.
You're
These are
an incredible
delicious,
cleric.
by the way.
Culinary magic.
culinary magic. As you as this is all happening, you kind of behind you're kind of like formed like a little clump in front of Thaddeus's office, and you hear you kind of hear like some shuffling of feet behind you, and a excuse me.
that's not Brother Thaddeus.
It is not. You recognize Sir Beefelman. He is he is the patron of one of the local fishing families. And he is a human of advanced age, and he is big, but has very spindly legs. So he kind of looks like Gru. Just picture Gru,
Okay.
but old.
So
Um,
a barrel-chested man with
Yeah.
peg legs.
And he has a fez,
Oh my god, I love this
and a
man.
big fluffy coat.
Can you say
I
his
would
name one more
protect
time,
this man.
please?
I'm sorry, what?
Could you repeat his name, please?
Yeah, Sir. His name is Sir Beefelman,
Beefelman. Thank you.
like beef
Sir
with
Sir
Beefy
Beefy.
after it.
It's Sir Beefy. I
Uh,
recognize you.
No. That is Sir Beefelman to you.
I call you Sir Beefy.
We respect titles with me and my family.
I called you Sir.
Sir Beefy.
Want a crab cake?
Yes, there's crab cakes.
We made crab cakes.
I don't eat seafood. So
Surf and turf don't mix anyway.
If I eat the seafood, that means I can't sell it. So
That's fair.
I see that Brother Thaddeus sent you along on another mission.
Yes, he did, sir.
Oh, well, may I ask where he sent you?
Why do you want to know,
Well,
sir?
because I like to know things. Brother Thaddeus and I, we go way back. So I like...
Can I insight check this dude?
I mean, you can insight check anyone. Fun fact about insight check.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Roll some
I mean, I'm
dice.
down to clown. I can do that
Roll some
too.
dice, friends.
I am gonna roll some dice.
Missed it. Let's see. I have...
All right, Steve. With my family history, do I know him
Oh, you
well?
know this dude. He's a jerk.
Okay, cool.
I mean, okay, so I'm letting people roll
what
dice.
what flavor? Roll
I'm
dice.
letting
I'm
people
sorry.
roll dice, and then I'll fill everybody in on where we're at. Okay, so
Cool.
I got a 17.
Rory and
thank God.
Jez, like, cool. So he knows him for a long time. Neat. Vera. Yes, he knows him. He has known him for a long time. But under no circumstances do you think that they go way back.
Got it.
Like,
So there's known and then there's known.
there's known and then there's known.
Mhm.
I hear you. Not
Um,
besties.
I mean,
Understood.
definitely not besties. I mean, you don't get any sense of hostility, to be clear. You're
Sure.
not getting hostility. He's giving...
Be clear.
To be clear,
Be Bob.
he's not giving hostility. He's giving weird curiosity for no reason. He's doing
Okay.
He's giving
That's a
busybody,
vibe.
not
Okay.
not evil dude.
He sent us to make sure that the goblins stayed off the road.
And Linda, you'll from your family history, and Talia too, because both of you are have the noble background. You know this dude. He's around. He goes to all the events. He just likes to ask questions, and he really just wants to know stuff. He is largely considered to be harmless, but he just asks all sorts of questions all the time.
Okay.
But there's no like history of intrigue, like the opposite.
Gotcha.
Nosy
So
McNugget.
so there were
Yeah, he's a
goblins on
nosy
the road,
Rosie.
you say?
Yep.
Just a couple.
Little ones.
Little goblins?
Yep.
And you dispatched
I
them.
think one of them poked me with a tack.
Wow.
Yep.
And you dispatched them.
Of course.
Oh, good.
Well, these are
Sometimes-
the strongest heroes you'll ever see in your life.
Ever in my life?
Ever in your life.
Well,
I don't know about that. I can for a long
I think-
history of battle masters.
I think we could. I think you could argue we're the most fabulous heroes you will meet in your life, but strongest. There are heroes of legend that we all aspire to.
It's
My
Yes.
my former wizard teacher, great wizard, not around anymore, but a hero of legend.
well, I'm glad.
I thought he said lizard. Just saying.
No lizard. Nope.
That was great.
So I'm glad that you dispatched of the goblins. Have a good day. And
Wise.
so he kind of turns around and shuffles his feet, almost like he's got to like warm up to walk. It's like this really weird like noise. And then so he just kind of shuffles his feet and then just takes off in kind of off towards the other side of town.
Truffles the
Goodbye, Sir
possum.
Beefy.
Truffles the possum escapes out of my shirt pocket, hisses at him menacingly, and retreats back into his hidey hole.
No worries, Truffles.
That's fair.
He's
Fair,
always
I
been
respect that.
harmless. You know, when people have nothing going on, they like to know everything.
It's true.
But listen, guys, when I say we are strongest heroes in the world, you just like play along. I'm starting
he
our
knows-
story.
But
Oh,
he knows
that's
he's known
apologies.
us like. But he's known Talia.
You make a good point, but I'm trying
while.
to set the tone for us. We have to start
Understood.
getting the word out here so that one day it'll be like, oh, look at this, strong heroes.
That's fair.
Big shoes for me to fill, but I'll grow into them.
I'm a size 12.
That must mean I'm a size 2.
I'm small.
Me too.
Oh my god, that's the best cup ever. Alright, both of you, because you both picked up a cup. Love the happy cup, love the tankard. Sorry.
Very on brand.
We'll find Vera's heroic outfit in the children's section.
I'm sure we can whip something up.
Yeah.
I have the magic. Anyway, let's turn in a burial shroud. And
I think that's a
record
good idea. I'm just going to tag
I'd like
along
to get out of
because
my
I
bag.
was too busy with crab cake.
I'm gonna
more
nibble on
important.
crab case as we walk.
Okay, so you head into Brother Thaddeus's office, and you find him there waiting, as you would have expected him to be, and he is, excuse me, and as you open the door, he throws his hands up in his normal greeting. You were successful, I think.
Of
Yeah.
course we were.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Great.
I mean, there was a little adventure to get it, but
Well,
We were successful.
Can you share it? Can you give me the thing so I can put it away? I'd like the burial shroud so I can put it away. And
course.
also, could you tell me what happened?
sure. And I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna pull the shroud out of my satchel and give it
Sure.
to him.
Great.
Well, firstly, as we were walking down the road, we came upon a group of goblins harassing a pair of rather well-chiseled earth genasi.
Oh,
Very.
well chiseled, you say?
Indeed.
Perhaps I was
Okay.
being a little light with the humor, but they seem to handle themselves quite well. We dispatched one of the goblins, but showed mercy and let the rest of them free. And so then we went to the mausoleum, and we found the family crypt that you identified, and we opened it up, and there were a pair of whites inside, and they were not happy to see us.
Well, I believe it is possible that they were happy to see you because then they would try to eat you. So it was food. But I do not want to make light of it. I'm glad that you were all here.
I'm very tasty.
Oh, so
Fixed it. It's okay.
So good, great. I apologize. I did not know when I sent you there. I was not under the impression that there was anything foul happening in that crypt. I just
No harm.
Didn't think you did.
No harm, no foul, brother Thaddeus. I'm just gonna sit down and take a quick 5-minute rest and read my books and eat this very delicious crab cake presented to me
Yes,
by
I
my
was
good
about
friend
to
here.
ask. May I have a crab cake?
Of
You can
course.
definitely have a crab
Do-
cake. We made plenty.
So
I cast prestidigitation to change the temperature of said crab cake to be the appropriate temperature for service. Culinary
That's the
magic.
perfect spell.
culinary magic. So he
I need that T-shirt.
I think we might have to. So so Brother Thaddeus kind of comes over and just takes one crab cake in both hands, like really lovingly, and he just takes a bite and just melts into joy, right? And so this is not the first time you guys have seen this from him, so he just loves life, loves experiences, and this is just an example of that. So he takes a bite and just takes a moment. This is the greatest crab cake I have had in all of my years.
That's an enormous
Well
compliment.
done.
Thank
It
you.
is, because I am quite old, as you know. So, and as you can imagine, being an old man who lives by the ocean, I've had quite a few crab cakes in my day, and this is something special. And he just, takes another bite, and he does not speak while he is chewing. He's showing respect to the food. So you found the burial shroud. May I see it?
And I take it out of my bag and I hand it to him.
So you see him, he finishes the crab cake, and then he takes the burial shroud and kind of holds it up, moves it around, kind of looks at it. This is what I sent you for. How much did I say I was going to pay you?
You said, let's see. I'm looking, trying to remember.
Was it 75 gold that I offered you? Does that
I
sound
think
right?
it was 50.
I think it was 50.
Well, I would like to give you 75 gold because I think that kindness and mercy should be rewarded. And so hearing that the goblins were troublesome, but that you did not just outright slay them, I think that mercy should be rewarded. So I will pay an extra
Thank
25
you.
gold. And also, the burial shroud came intact in spite of the fact that you had a fight, which that takes skill, and maybe a little luck, which should also be rewarded.
Well, thank you for that.
No problem.
That is very kind.
Vera, did you want to put that in your bag or shall I put it with mine?
Put it in mine. That sounds good.
Okay. Perfect.
So as he finishes his he's kind of he folds up the cloth and puts it on his desk. As he excuse me. I need to bear with me a moment here. So as he puts he kind of puts it into a drawer, and as he does that, you hear the door open, and Professor Snap opens the door and comes in. My friends, we have results from the test you gave us a few hours ago.
Huzzah!
That's
Brilliant.
wonderful.
And
What were those tests?
so you gave us
Rings.
the strings that were with the crabs. You gave them to us a few hours ago for us to investigate them to see why the crabs were being controlled by these strings. And
Oh,
we have
sure, okay.
very interesting results.
Oh. What did you find?
So we were able to investigate it a little bit more closely, and we can tell that there is definitely magic in these strings that is fading very quickly, but it is fading in a way that we have never seen before.
Oh.
Which is saying something, being that we are professors of some skill. What we ask is if you find more animals behaving weirdly, and you find other mundane objects like this one, please bring them to us as quickly as possible so that we might investigate them further. I fear that this might not be the last that we see of this.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's. I mean, the first one
That's
led to
concerning.
crab cakes, so
Yeah, but
can't all be
Crab
bad.
cakes?
big one was a bit of a challenge to deal with.
May I have a crab cake?
Yes.
Of course.
Everyone should have crab cakes. They're delicious.
Professor Snap just bounds, in as much as a gnome can bounds over to the table where you put the tray down and grabs two. I'll bring one to my brother, and says, "I'll see you at our shop," and just bounds towards the door, eating one, and kind of forgets that he doesn't have hands to open doors, and just kind of opens it with his forehead to try and get out.
Yeah, I respect that. Yeah.
Just kind of realized it a
every-
little late.
Every foodie's done that.
Wow, this town is very motivated by crab cakes.
This is good to know.
I think we've unlocked the secret of this town.
I think we have to. I'm so happy right
Yeah.
now. This is the best.
So, Brother Thaddeus says, "Well, there are a lot of food-motivated people in this town. That is true.
It's me.
But there's
Hi.
something about this crab meat that is, I don't know. There's something about it. There's a texture that I was not ready for."
Do you think maybe it's a bad thing that there's something wrong with the crab meat and that, you know what, never mind. I have crazy thoughts. Just ignore me.
He casts. He says, "That's a good point," and he casts a spell.
Oh dear.
on me.
We just poisoned half the town.
Oh dear.
And no, there's no poison here.
Just really good crabs.
And he casts another spell, and they're not magical. They're just delicious.
magical.
So
Good job, Vera and Jess.
Nice. Love it when a plan comes together. Crabby plan.
So now that you have done your cooking for the day, and now that you have gone to the cemetery and back, are you ready for another mission?
Of course.
Yes, please.
So
Do we need it to rest and make sure we are fully
I am
feeling better
not-
before we
I am not crazy. I didn't mean another adventure. I did not mean another mission today.
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking maybe
Only
another
because-
mission tomorrow morning.
Perfect, because I could stand a night's rest before
Yeah, I'm still
getting
a
into other
little
shenanigans.
hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
I got some book reading to do.
Why don't you? I mean, it is for y'all's information. It is late afternoon. I mean, it's not crazy late. I would like you to meet me here tomorrow morning at not first light. I will be asleep. But come here tomorrow morning after breakfast, and I will give you your next mission, and I will have a boat ready for you.
Ooh, a boat adventure.
A boat?
It does involve
It's
a
been
boat.
too long since I've been on the
It can-
water.
It can be anything,
Mm.
even another boat.
It could be another boat. Going
Yeah.
on a boat to
I
find a
can
boat.
tell you with
We're going
certainty
to
that
need a
you
bigger
are.
boat.
I'm not great at water.
Oh.
It's all right.
I'll be okay.
Ben and I
I
are
might
good
be a
enough
little
for everybody.
I got you, girl. Don't worry.
Thanks,
Reach you some
Bestie.
ginger. You'll be okay.
You
Oh
are
my
not
God,
going to get
I'll make
another boat.
ginger cookies.
Do you want to know what I'm going to send you to go get?
Oh yes, please. Sorry.
Sure, we can
course.
prepare better. Yes,
That'd be
please.
lovely.
I need you to go retrieve a fishing pole.
fishing
that is
pole.
in a sunken ship.
Oh,
The
Intrigued.
Yes, it is. There was a ship that that sank. I would say a few months ago. It was sunk by pirates, called the Compass Rose, and we have found. I have found where the ship lay at the bottom of the water. It is not very deep. Um, in fact, it is in the shallows, so that the top of the boat is actually out of the water, but we need people to be able to get into the hold, which is underwater, to my understanding. So tomorrow morning, I have a boat that is ready for you, and you should be able to get there relatively quickly. And I'm sure that Pin and Talia will be able to get the boat there.
I think we've got this.
Yes, the boat I'm preparing for you. You've used before. It's a simple sailing boat, so. I will see you all in the morning. And he kind of looks at you in a, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the heck out of here kind of way.
Thank you.
So what do you do next?
Do we eat all the crab cakes now?
I mean, I feel like that's our only option.
They're just going to go bad. I think we should just go back to the tavern and have a crab cake party.
Crab cake party is the best kind of party.
Second only
wait.
to a magic party, but yes.
Maybe they have ginger cookies too. We can stock up,
That might be a good idea. I'm going to have an upset tummy.
right?
Yeah. Ginger's a good thing for you then, for sure.
Okay. So you
So
find,
Tavern time!
Crab.
well, the good news is the tavern is rather close by. So you head on over to the Wavecrest Tavern. And it is late afternoon, so there are a few people that you recognize from just about town. No one, particularly noteworthy. But there are some people having a late afternoon meal or a late, late afternoon lunch or maybe an early dinner. It's by no means busy, but it's not. But it is, certainly not empty either. The chef and excuse me, I don't know why I can't talk today. Chef Spriggan and Chef Light Arrow are you see them kind of moving between the kitchen and the bar and back. They're obviously kind of busy and kind of chatting with each other and not having a very particularly interesting conversation that you can see. But everybody sees that you're carrying a tray full of crab cakes.
We brought the party with us.
Can
Who wants a
I?
crab cake?
Yeah, and is there like a little stage or area where I can? I'm gonna like start performing and singing a song about how amazing the crab cakes are.
You can improvise a place.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, you can kind of just go wherever. There's no stage here.
Okay.
But there's a decent enough space where you can go. Kind of maybe up where Talia is right now.
Nice.
You could probably
Oh.
go and start performing. Feel free to roll dice when necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll a performance. Let's see.
As Jazz's lovely assistant, I'm going to assist.
Love it.
I don't really assist that well, but with a little bit of flourish, I do add sparkling lights and colors to her show.
Yay!
Fine. Sure.
I'm gonna
Very
sit at the
exciting.
bar and watch, and
Love it. Okay, so you guys kind of post up at the bar or at various tables. Jez is, performing. The performance is going great. People are, the few people that are in there are into it. The barkeep is not Meredith, as you guys remember her from before. She is not upset about it at all, which is
Okay.
which is a good sign. You know that she gets a little cranky sometimes. And she is, she kind of nodding along with the music, and you perform. How long are you planning to perform, Jess?
Oh, like probably not longer than like 15 minutes.
Sure.
Ish, just to get people warmed up and in a good mood, and
Sure. So
whatever.
as you perform, the tavern does start to fill up a little bit more. And there are some folks that are clearly, the tables were set up so that there were people that had their back to where you were sitting. By the end of your performance, there is no one with their back to you. Everyone's turning around.
Nice.
There's a couple people kind of quietly clapping their hands, but trying to not make a big scene out of it. Because it is the middle of the afternoon. Like, I think that you get the sense that there's a lot of folks that are, like, enjoying themselves. But, like, this is, like, quiet folk singer in the coffee shop in the afternoon, not live band time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's appreciate, don't celebrate is what we're getting at right now.
The whole vibe.
So, but what does happen is Meredith, who takes note of the fact that you have brought more people in, and she comes around and brings each of you a beverage that she remembers serving you before. You can decide whether it was one that you remember and liked, but it's the thought that counts. She picks something that she remembers you have ordered in the past, and puts it down for each of you.
Slange.
And as she puts that down, she kind of gives Jez a wink and goes back to her work. And
Yay.
as you finish your performance, and everyone kind of gives a gentle clap and kind of goes back to their table, you hear a crash outside the tavern.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
That's probably not good.
nope.
Well,
I roll up.
Don't
I roll
assume.
up I roll up my sleeves and prepare myself for a scrap. Fancy scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Go for a scrap.
See what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Go outside.
Okay.
Crab cakes are gone.
We're
Crab
here-
cakes. Time
We're
for
here to be heroes and eat crab cakes, and we're
Oh.
all out of crab cakes.
New party slogan.
So you get outside, and hold on, I have to get it here. So as you get outside, you see a wagon that has kind of crashed into the ground. The wheels just kind of splintered, and you hear a horse kind of going off in the excuse me. Let me orient you guys correctly, because you were just coming out of the tavern. And let me move. Let's see here. Let me show the audience what's happening here, because they deserve a little look too. Also, I need practice. This is hard, everybody. Dungeon mastering and producing a show, so forgive me.
Very difficult. You're doing an excellent job.
Hey, so you
Agreed.
come out of the
Yeah.
tavern, and you see a tavern, or not a tavern. You see a wagon in front of Brother Thaddeus's office. You hear a horse, maybe several horses, rushing off in the opposite direction. So from where you were coming, so on the far side of Brother Thaddeus's office, the wagon is full of barrels, and it looks like the wheels broke. So, yeah, so it's just a wagon, just kind of sitting in front of Brother Thaddeus's office, full of barrels and broken wheels. That's it. So it sounds like the crash might have been the wagon crashing to the ground, is what you kind of
Okay.
might.
Step one. What's in those barrels?
Nope. Step one. Was there any person driving the wagon? Are there any people near it?
No.
No,
You cannot see
Okay.
anyone.
there's
Okay.
no just the
you
So
heard
they
a
just-
horse.
They pieced
Take
out
off.
and they. Oh.
Okay,
We hear the
that's
horses. There's no people though.
You do see two
Uh,
members of the town watch. You recognize them as town watch by their black and red tabards and matching helmets. Did you see where the horse went off to?
I point in the opposite. They went off
Yeah,
that way.
We heard the movement going that way.
Okay, so they kind of look at each other. One of them sticks around. The other one kind of takes off and starts moving in that direction. I'll go find more. We'll go figure out what happened. And this
Okay.
guy starts moving towards the wagon or the cart or whatever.
Is it leaking? Are the barrels leaking?
Not that you can see. No.
Do you know what this is a delivery of?
No. I mean, we see carts full of barrels all the time. This could be booze coming to the tavern. This could be. It could be all sorts of stuff.
I open my coat, and Truffles comes flying out and approaches the cart.
Okay.
I use my ability as a familiar to channel my senses through Truffles. So I am investigating the cart with Truffles as my eyes, ears, and senses.
Okay.
I approach. Is there anything leaking underneath the cart?
There is not.
Okay. I scurry up the cart. I'm smelling for alcohol or explosives.
Can I have an investigation check, please?
Certainly. Thankfully, we are using Preston's investigation skills and not Truffles. That would be a 25.
Nice.
Well. Okay. So Truffles kind of scurries around the barrels. You do not see. You said you were looking for like explosive looking things.
Yeah, I'm very much concerned if the barrels are full of hazardous things that are hazardous because they're either going to burn or explode.
Okay. So you do not, as someone who is a stage magician, you know all about things that burn or explode. So you do not see any of those types of telltale signs like black powder or any of that stuff that you would normally use to kind of mess around. So these look like barrels. They are like the tops of the barrels are a little wet. Like they were filled with a liquid and then capped. But there's nothing, but you're not getting a sense of like a scent or anything specific that makes it look kind of, it doesn't look like a bomb to you, if that's what you're worried about.
If I see barrels, one of the first things I'm thinking about is whether or not
I
they
didn't
are
say they were red
explosive.
barrels. No, it's a
Not
joke.
all
It's a
has-
joke.
not all-
It's a joke.
Not all hazards are color coded for our convenience.
Dude, I had to make a red barrel joke.
It's true. With that in mind, as Truffles, I bring myself back to Preston, who is slumped semi-unconscious against the entrance of the tavern, and I come to as Truffles retreats back into my coat pocket.
Fair enough.
Hey guys, so far as I can tell, the barrels are safe. They're not gonna leak or explode or anything. But I'm hoping that whatever's inside of them isn't dangerous.
The guard,
That's good.
the guard is just kind of climbing up into the wagon at this point.
I mean, is it possible that the rider just lost its carriage? Oh, I kind of like look in the direction where the cart was coming from
Sure.
to see, like, is there a dude like, you're running after?
No, you don't see anybody.
I don't know.
No, it looks like it looks like this wagon just kind of broke down, and whoever it was broke, just they left.
How interesting. Can I do? Oh wait, it's cobblestone streets. I was gonna say, can I do like a investigation to try and backtrack from where the cart came from? Other like
Push can. You can
But
do
okay.
anything. You can do anything. It just might be tough.
D&D. Let's do whatever we want. What's my +2? That's gonna be a 14 for investigation.
There are. It's really hard to see tracks on a cobblestone street.
Yeah.
It is so heavily like you look and you're like, maybe you might have been able to see something if it was a dirt road, but like this is a heavily trafficked cobblestone like area. So no, you're not really. You can guess from its orientation that it came from the road that's kind of next to the tavern.
Mhm.
But other than that, no, you aren't really sure where it came from. There's no trail to pick up.
What do we want to do next then?
Do you guys want me to be absolutely sure that there's nothing dangerous inside of those jars, those barrels?
As he says that, you hear the town guard yell, "Ah!" and he just kind of falls out of the top of it. "Ah!" He just falls down, and he's just like rubbing his face.
Did you try to drink? What was it? What happened?
It smells. It smells. Oh,
Okay. It's just gross. Okay.
As within a few seconds, Preston, I would like a Constitution check.
Uh-oh.
And
Okay.
Jez, I would also like a Constitution check.
Oh heck.
Oh wait, a con save. Oh god, as Preston. Oh no.
You choose to stand next to those barrels.
Let's see. I got a 7.
Jez,
Ooh.
And I got a 17.
okay. So Preston, you retch and sit down, but you suffer no other ill effects as the smell of rotten, like sea creatures just waves over you, and you retch, and your choice is sit or I fail your Constitution check. That's your choice, Jez.
I choose
pass
to
out.
sit down.
Straight up.
Oh no!
Jez, you were just unconscious. You just fall straight up. You just fall flat backwards. It is
no.
the worst smell
Dang.
you have ever had in your entire life.
Wow.
Oh my.
Okay,
All right.
I
I'll take
thought I
a
had
nap.
an idea. I thought I had an idea. It is now terrible. Everything's a terrible idea. Blech.
And you guys,
All ideas are bad.
so you saw the town watch guy kind of waving in his face. He has since passed out.
Oh dear.
Well,
Gross.
Well, that's a problem.
Gross. I don't even know how to handle this, but this is gross. Because I don't think I can medicine this away, and I'm
Nope.
pretty sure it's not cursed. But now we are cursed.
So
Definitely.
I have drawn
We may need nose
a,
plugs for this.
You can
Oh,
actually. This is where my I was born
Oh.
without a sense of smell doesn't really help me, but you can see this smell. This is like
Yeah. I can see
Whoa.
it from here.
so. I drew a
Safe in my
green-
house.
I saw the green circle on the ground that you guys can see on the map,
mm-hmm.
and our audience can see it too. If you are inside that circle, bad things happen.
Icky.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not in that circle.
Yeah. So, Jez, you are unconscious, but not suffering further ill effects. You're just unconscious. Preston,
Just taking him.
you are prone. For lack of a better term, I'm going to say you are vertigoed, and that means something to you and probably only you.
Yes, it does. I am
And-
taking a seat.
You speak my other corner of the dork forest. So we're
I-
going to say
I-
that you can sit and crawl, but cannot do any other things. And
I was there when the old table was built.
So, what do you do next?
Crawl away.
All right. Well, you have
How are
control.
we
of your
going to
pitcher.
handle this, folks?
I
Anyone
crawled.
got any bright ideas to how to clean up this nonsense?
No.
I mean, I can use prestidigitation, and I don't know if I can like try to blow the air away from
Not-
where Jez is, so that we can.
Not strong enough.
I don't know if that. Probably not. I'm just trying to think of what I can do. Well, this is a conundrum.
Originally, I thought there was like living things inside of those barrels, and I was worried that we were going to be attacked by crabs, and so
They used to be.
Yes. Once we're living.
We're dead now.
I don't think
Oh, man.
I don't think an application of fire would make this any better.
No.
No
So,
fire.
As you guys
No
are
fire.
talking, this town watchman that had run away, he had gone to go fetch other folks to go get that horse. He runs into the circle, into the
No.
Oh,
circle,
no!
and slides right into home base. He just runs, the smell hits him, and he goes, "Ah!" and then hits the ground.
Oh,
Um,
silly
no.
man.
So
I'm
now
a
he
boof.
is face
My dude.
first in the dirt.
Oh no.
You guys should put up those little yellow signs. It's like wet floor, but instead just like stinky zone. You could just get people to. I mean, I'm past it.
Oh boy.
I'm just being silly.
At this point, everybody roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Jez,
Okay.
you may also roll initiative. I'll let you know if it matters.
Oh sure.
We'll just get your die roll out of the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well, I rolled a 21. We'll see how that goes.
Ooh.
I got a 17.
All right.
Hang on.
Awesome.
The besties are
I'm at-
together.
I'm acting on 6.
Oh.
Well, that's a yikes.
Well,
It's fine. I'll if things go up to worse, I will just use truffles.
Good old.
Actually, no, I gotta roll truffles initiative. Hold on. He's with me right now.
Oh, outstanding.
Oh, I rolled the same number. So we're both acting on a 6.
well, you are partners.
We are partners in crime.
Truffles. Yeah, he just loves you so much. He wants to be with you at all times, even in
Yeah, I mean-
initiative.
I mean, it makes sense that you're low on the initiative order. You're throwing up. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Tally.
true.
Tally is
Definitely heavy on the blurf.
All right, so Pin, then Jez ish, followed by
I have a 17, not a 14. I rolled the 20, but I didn't add the 3 to my initiative.
okay.
So
alright.
it's a 17.
So okay, fine. So you and Jez go at the same time, but she isn't going quite yet.
Yeah. But she'll go ahead of me because she's probably got better decks.
I would hope not. You're the ranger.
Oh, fair.
But it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I keep thinking
It doesn't matter because she's asleep right now,
I mean, yes.
quote unquote. Followed by Preston, LOL, and then Talia. And then actually followed by Vera, then Preston, then Talia, who just, was
Whiffed.
taken aback by the stank. To be fair, that's fair. Okay,
Wow.
so, Pin, you're up.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know. You know what? I'm gonna take the silk rope out and I'm gonna see if I can make a loop of it to try to throw to get Jez and pull her out.
Sure.
So I'm not sure how that works. So What kind of check am I rolling? What would you like?
Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is I would like you to make a survival check to tie a knot in the rope. That's what I would like.
Okay, so that is
That's legit.
wisdom. Got
Because
it.
it's an action to
Fair.
it is an action to retrieve the rope from the bag of holding. And
Okay.
then and since I'm guessing you're not moving, I will let you we'll kind of fudge it a little bit, and we'll let you tie the knot.
Okay, and then
the same
that.
turn, and then that'll be the
Fair.
end of your turn.
That'll
Next
be
turn you'll be able
fair.
to throw, and I don't
Okay.
know, I'll figure out what you
But
gotta roll.
assuming I can make a knot, let's see how I roll on this one.
Yeah.
Let's see, 15 to tie a knot.
Yeah, you tie a knot.
And
Seems
make a
pretty
loop.
good.
Okay. Okay.
Seems pretty good. Next, after Pin is Jez, who is asleep. Can you make
Nice little
another
nap.
Constitution check for me?
Yes, of course. Yeah, plus okay. That's I love the sixes. I love getting 6. It's my I don't know. I have to go play the lottery and just all 6s.
Okay. Well, you are still on. You are still unconscious,
I'm snoozing.
and what's your current hit point total?
21.
Okay. Noted. Next
Okay.
is Rory.
So, did he open one of the containers, the barrels? Is that why, like, all of a sudden
I don't
everything
know.
is just
From
frozen?
where you are, it's not clear. But it stands to reason. Preston said that he saw and he just saw closed barrels and that there weren't any explosives or anything. Dude climbed in and went, "Oh my gosh, it stank," and now everything stank. So like logic would say that maybe something got open.
Maybe he opened one or something.
But
Okay.
you can't see where you are. Maybe if you were closer.
All right, I'm gonna get to about here, and then let me see how far I am. Oh, yeah, heck yeah. I am going to pop my mage hand over the barrels, and if I can see a like barrel that's open or something, try to put like a lid back on.
Sure. So your mage hand made of birds. That one.
Yeah, I can
All
pick
right.
it up in a
So
beak.
you're gonna send a. So okay. So the visual for everyone is that she like extends her hand, and like a couple of like ravens just like kind of fly out from around her and go like and start pecking around
Naturally.
at the various barrels, and yet they can see that there is one barrel cap that was that is ajar, and it looks like something is kind of like bubbling out of it. So like you try to push it down, and it like works mostly, but as soon as you stop putting pressure on it, like it bubbles up again.
Okay.
But that looked really cool.
But it,
I'm going to relay that information out as I do it, just for everybody to know.
sure. What information specifically are you relaying?
It looks like one is bubbling over. I can keep pressure on it, but it's not going to seal.
Okay. Next is Vera.
Oh man. All right. Well, I will come move my booty down. I don't really want to get too close, but I feel like I'm mostly useless here. I think the best I can do is try to. Oh man. I don't even have anything useful in my backpack. Like throw a holy symbol at it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might work.
I love it.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna work. It's fine. Shoot. I mean, I guess I can, because I do have rope on me in my backpack. I guess I could start like trying to drag people out. You give it a shot. See
Sure.
how it goes. What do you want me to roll?
So I think we're gonna do kind of the same thing that Pin did.
Mhm.
You know, as you move over, you can pull a rope out of your backpack, and if you want to do a survival check to see if you can tie a knot in your rope, you can go ahead with that.
Awesome. I will do that.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Not great.
I mean, it
Oh,
looks like a knot.
Okay. It's a vague interpretation of a knot.
It looks knot-ish. You know,
Not like.
it's not. Yeah. Next
All right.
is Preston.
All right. Waiting until my action to talk. I square myself and I say, and I wheeze. I go, Pit, in your bag is a bubble full of breathable air. Put it on your head, and you can be inside the smell. And then I kind of square myself at the edge of the stank and prep to cast a cantrip if something actually comes out and starts to like fight.
Okay.
I
And
like that.
Truffles holds position with me.
Okay. Next is Talia.
Yeah. All right. I do have a rope. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna move as close as I can. And I also have a rope, so I'm gonna try to tie a lasso of some kind.
Sure. Give me a survival check. That would be a wisdom check if untrained.
Okay.
I'm rooting for us. I'm rooting for us cowboys over here because we're just trying, man. We're trying.
Rootin' tootin' cowboys is what we are, man. Yes.
It looks like a knot. Seems like a knot.
God.
I mean, you definitely like looped the rope together. It definitely did that thing.
Freaking terrible.
Pin, you're up.
All right. I have a question. Can I cast the cantrip shape water to freeze the bubbling liquid that is in those barrels? Because the range is 30 feet, and I measured it. I'm exactly 30 feet away from the far corner of the
You know what,
wagon.
buddy? The answer. So I believe that you can try anything you want.
Cool.
I've heard that a time or two.
That does appear now. Well, here's what I'll say. It does appear to be liquid.
Okay.
So maybe using shape water to freeze it or something like that may, in fact, help. I don't know.
An elegant solution.
Be something. Do I need to roll anything for you?
No, that spell.
Okay.
So tell me
That just does the thing.
specifically what kind of waterbending shenanigans you're doing.
All right. I'm
Like,
going
what
to
is
channel
the
my Kiara
goal,
now.
and how are
The
you
goal
doing?
is to freeze it so that it is no longer creating the stench. So if it is a solid block, in
Okay.
theory, it will not have the same odorous,
I
gaseous
gotta
effect.
Google because I don't know if being frozen. Because I was born without a sense of smell, so I don't know.
So,
Tell
all
me,
I can tell you,
does it when you freeze stinky crap? Is it no longer stinky?
Yes.
It helps.
it
lessens
helps.
it, yeah.
I mean, you can go with if like the permafrost as it melts in like the Arctic, as it melts, it's releasing gases. So as it's frozen, it does hold gases in.
This is my.
So
Okay.
here's my science.
Odor is carried through the air. So if it's too cold to move, it can't be lifted into the air.
Okay. So here's what happens. You freeze.
Welcome to D&D and science, everyone.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Hey,
We're
listen, I
learning
don't
so
know.
much.
Listen, I don't know.
Hooray, fluid dynamics.
Listen, I made a stinky encounter before I realized that I would not know how to handle it creatively by nature of the fact that I can't smell things. So
Great job.
So I'm living on the edge today. So here's what's gonna happen. Well, does Shape Water have like a listing for like how much you can mess with?
I googled it on D&D Beyond. I do not see. Let me see.
Cool.
I'm looking at the
So
range.
here's what happens. So you
5 foot cube.
It's 5. I can move it in 5 feet, but I'm not looking to move it. I'm looking to freeze it. The caveat with freezing, I will tell you, just for full disclosure, I can freeze it provided there are no creatures in it. So use that as you wish.
And it's a yeast, and now we're screwed.
Well, you know. I gotta be honest.
Mean. That would be rude because there's always bacteria in water, so I'm not gonna be that guy. Okay, so here's what happens. You attempt to freeze the barrel.
Okay.
And it works momentarily. So you freeze it, and it appears to be like
Rosa.
so it freezes, and you can kind of almost see the stank kind of dissipate a little bit as the kind of whatever was flowing out of that stops, that visible stench. But then you start to see the sides of the barrel out and grow and strain. And that's where we're at. So you stopped it, but now the sides of the barrel are straining, and you can hear a faint, like, creak, like wood that might be about to splinter.
Oh no.
Jess.
Is it Constitution time again?
It is in fact Constitution time again.
Oh yay!
Am I gonna wake up?
Constitution
Got an 11.
time.
So you still sleep.
Congrats on not rolling a 6.
You also take 15 points of acid damage.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Die!
And
I'm not gonna let you die. I won't let you die.
next is Rory.
All right. Seeing that everybody else is rolling to lasso poor Jezebel out of there.
Preston's in there too, right?
With a little bit
No,
of
I'm
survival
just
skill.
outside, so-
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to grab my rope and do the same thing, and if I can successfully do it, I am going to hand it to somebody with better aim than me.
Okay.
Good, because I'm ready to do it dumb.
Yay.
Jesus. Well, I got an 8 like everybody else.
Wow.
my
We got
God.
all
That's
these.
our.
Oh my god!
We got all these
Those are a lot of
Ocho.
numbers.
We got these Ocho lassos, and I'm not really sure what to do with the Ocho lassos. So you did it. You know what? Here's the thing.
Oh my god, it's the Ocho.
Ocho. No, that's in August. So it is. So you, from what you can tell, man, it looks like a rope with a knot in it. I mean,
Also,
it's ropey.
I have a question.
Of course.
It's ropey.
Are we
I must say
Are
that.
we getting affected by this because we're breathing it in when we're in there, or is it like just like an area of effect, like it's burning our skin and causing us to pass out?
So the thing is, you've never been in it, so you don't know. That's a very good question.
Okay,
But you
because I
don't
was
have
like,
firsthand knowledge.
we can hold our breath and just go grab her.
You could absolutely try that.
Okay.
I would absolutely allow you to actively try and hold your breath and go in
I
there.
did
and see
say
what
I was going to
happens.
do the dumb.
Can I attempt that even though I tried to do the rope?
My
Or-
answer is all. Oh yes, the rope was your action, so you
Okay.
can move, and holding your breath is not. I mean, you can just choose to not. do
Yeah,
that.
it was
so
more
if you
of
want to
like
run
a
in there and hold your breath,
okay.
by all means.
Okay, and then I am going to run to where Jez is and stand.
Very good at not
Hold
giving
my
us
breath before I go
indicators of
in
how
there.
stupid we are.
And you're gonna So that's awesome. I would like you to make a Constitution check
Oh no.
at advantage. If you're holding your breath.
Hey, I appreciate you.
How do you roll advantage on here?
I mean, you could just roll twice and take the highest. I think there is a way, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so 8 plus.
So that's a 15
1.
or. Well, no, it rolled 2.
Well, no,
D20,
it's an 8 plus 1, so 9.
So it's an 8 or a 9.
Oh
No, it's 8 or a 9.
So
Hell
what
is
happens
with the
is
teeth?
you like hold your breath and sprint in there, and are overwhelmed by the smell and fall at Jezebel, like head to head with Jezebel. So you just go, you just run in,
All right.
and then just eat it right into the ground, face first.
Listen, I'm not the strong one, so I'm sacrificing myself for the sake of science.
Oh,
we're,
no.
we're gonna figure this out.
Vera,
the
you're up,
science!
buddy. You just watched your
no.
friend just face first.
Oh
right
my
in.
gosh.
Cool.
Preston, you're on deck.
Cool.
Bestie, what have you done?
Did the
I
stupid
don't
before I got
even
you.
like.
Did I?
Okay. Well, what if? I'll come move over here. I'm gonna be a cowboy, but not in the way that I'm gonna go rush into danger. I'm literally gonna try to like lasso at least one of them with my maybe shoddy workmanship, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
That's what matters.
Right?
Don't
There's still
take a
people
shot.
outside here near me.
Love it.
I might need some additional help here, people, because I am, in fact, very small.
Very small.
I
But
am
fierce.
so small.
Tiny but fierce.
I am tiny but fierce, but we are going to have to do this as a team. So if I lasso them, I'm going to need some help because my strength isn't great. So what do I got to do, oh great dungeon master, in order to get my buddies out of there?
I mean, so there's a number of options, but I mean, first off, I mean, I'm just going with you. Do you have a healing spell with a range?
I do.
I mean, you could just heal her.
Yes. I mean, no, I have something with range. Hold on.
Did you memorize
Hold on.
healing word?
Hold on. I do
And-
not have healing word. I only have cure wounds, which is touch.
Do you have spontaneous casting
I do not.
as a?
No.
I have,
you can't
however,
spontaneous cast healing word. You spontaneous cast cure wounds. Unfortunately.
however, I can channel divinity, which I can do once per combat, and preserve life, so that I can restore 15 hit points to folks like 30 feet in front of me.
I mean, that sounds.
So
I mean, I'm not playing Let's Make a Deal here, but as someone who only
I
plays
still want to get them
healers-
out of there, though.
As someone who only plays healers, I think that's a reasonable solution.
I think that's probably the best I can do, but I am 100% going to cowboy you out of there next turn if you don't get your asses out of there now.
I love it.
Okay. I mean, let's go, I guess. So what I can do is 15 hit points can be kind of distributed amongst you, but I feel like somebody else might need it more. The most. Acid damage.
I was gonna say, I'm just unconscious. I'm not hurting.
Not yet, you're not.
I mean, fair.
What's happening to the guards?
Oh yeah.
Are they dead?
Uh-oh.
They don't matter.
Are they done? poop?
Rusty's on the ground.
I mean,
Steve, there's 2 guards down, right?
There are, in fact, 2. One
Two.
fell
Okay.
out of the wagon. The other one ate it a la Rory.
When he came in.
I would like to
Cool.
say he pulled a Rory.
He did it
Is that-
first.
oh.
He retroactively pulled a Rory. Like, he figured it out first.
Okay.
You were a trendsetter before you even did it. Think about how cool that is.
I'm
There you go.
amazing.
We've known that.
Okay. Just let me know when it's my turn.
Okay, I feel like that's all I can do right now. I have some other things that I want to try next turn that might get a little weird. So just be
Fine.
aware. Also, I'm
Let's get
very
weird.
small.
Fine.
So I will require assistance.
Fine.
Just to reiterate.
Fine. That's cool. Preston, you're up. Talia, you're on deck. Pin, you're after that.
Speaking of
Okay.
people doing dumb stuff, I open my coat to get truffles ready. I reach into my pouch and I grab a chili pepper and I bite it. And then I touch truffles as I appear to be casting the spell Dragon's Breath. Set to ice.
Oh, I was gonna say it's gonna be hot garbage.
No. Cold garbage. I end my turn.
All right.
Okay.
Truffles' turn.
Hmm.
No. Truffles' turn.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Because I compared Constitution scores. Truffles has the better Constitution score. Who knew that?
Marginally insulting.
Who knew that a scavenger who lives in garbage would be
Yeah.
inclined to survive in the stench?
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
I don't.
He's a possum, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I telepathically command him. I don't know where he is. Where we didn't bring him on
We
stage.
didn't bring him on here. That's fine. Just roll.
Can we
with it
just
now.
use? Can we just use me?
Yeah, we'll just use you.
Okay.
We need to.
Garbage fevered state.
I will.
Reaches
We will
out
make
to
sure
top.
that for the next session we have a. We'll have a truffles icon.
Okay.
Draw that.
I'm going to position truffles there.
Okay.
Cool. That's his move.
Yep.
As his bonus action,
Mhm.
he is going to project a breath weapon,
Okay.
a 15-foot cone of ice
Okay.
at the barrels. I have positioned myself such that
I just want to ask a question.
yes.
To clarify, you are breath weaponing
Ice.
ice,
The garbage barrels.
the barrels that are straining
Yeah.
under the weight of already being frozen. Okay, if you're doing this, let's do it.
The other thing is that I'm hoping the concussive force of the breath weapon pushes the stank in a direction which opens up the people to get rescued.
Okay, so the breath weapon
Good
from
night, everyone.
so Truffles stands up on its Truffles rears up on its hind legs and does like a Godzilla like wave and just blasts ice at the wagon. The wagon itself, at this point, you can tell that the wood of the wagon itself has been kind of, like it has been affected negatively by the stuff pouring out of these barrels, and it collapses under the weight of the barrels. When it hits the ground, it all but the actual wagon itself all but turns to dust. And behind are left 5 barrels. One of them is the one that has the lid off, but is frozen and like kind of you can hear the creaking. It hits the ground, and that one the creaking is kind of turning more to like a moaning of wood, like it's about ready to go.
Oh god.
The other barrels just hit the ground and just kind of roll around a little bit, but they definitely look frost touched. You know what I mean? Like if you were to just like flash freeze something that probably shouldn't be frozen, there's just frost touching the edges of it. They don't look to be damaged per se, but they were definitely impacted by the ice, and they all just kind of hit the ground and are kind of rolling around a little bit.
Does it change? Does the concussive force
No,
of
nothing
the ice
happens
breath?
to the nothing
the-
happens to the smoke. It is still kind of it really at this point, you guys have seen it long enough. This really just kind of looks like a cloud that kind of formed in this area, and is just kind of settling into the ground. Next is Talia.
Okay. Talia is going to barrel in,
Sure.
grab her
No pun
two
intended.
friends. Yep. And if I can't get out of it, I'm going to try to at least shove them out of
Sure.
back, into
Aw.
safety.
Are you gonna hold your breath?
Yes.
Okay. So please make a Constitution check with advantage.
Okay. Would athletics help? No. Okay. Never mind.
Maybe.
I was
We'll
just-
get there. First, we're getting you into the smoke.
Okay, into the fray first.
We'll deal with afterwards. You are super strong and all that, so, Okay.
That work because I didn't get a sound. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey.
Okay, so, roll again, just in case you crit, I guess.
Okay.
You do have advantage.
Nope.
Nope, no crit. But you do succeed. So you kind of you kind of improvise, right? And you find your shirt and kind of really, really jam it into your nose tightly as you run in and kind
That's a
of
great
really-
image.
You're kind of closing your eyes when you go through too. You really are just kind of barreling in. Fortunately, they're not that far. You get in to see the two of them. And I would like an athletics check to grab. If you have to do an athletics check. If you get one of them, it's just a regular old athletics check. If you try to get both of them and drag them out, you're going to make that athletics check at disadvantage.
I am going to try to grab both of them.
Okay, cool. So athletics check at disadvantage.
Darn. Yes, covered that well.
Well, that's going to have to get edited in post.
I'm very sorry,
No,
everyone.
that's okay.
Oh dear.
Drat.
What? Timestamp? Here we go.
Dang, I even said expletive earlier. I was being so good.
It's so good.
1 minute 41. Okay, we're good. I can fix that in post.
Sorry, everyone. I have a potty mouth. Okay.
So,
Do I have to roll? No,
yeah,
because
I mean,
right. I rolled
yeah, you should
That's
roll
a 1.
twice just in case to see.
just in case I get another one. Oh,
Wow, man, that's
screw
rough.
you, dice.
Really, I just wanted to see. Really, I just wanted to see how upset you were going to be at your dice for
Those-
the disadvantage. Okay, so here's what happens.
Those dice need to time
You
out.
make it in and you make it out. Only one of them comes with you. Tell me which one.
Okay. I'll get Jazz because she was in there longer.
Okay. So, Jez, you can move yourself towards where she is because
Okay.
actually I can. I can.
Oh,
It was being
okay.
obnoxious. Okay, so you get Jez out. Fair enough. Okay, so Pin, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna take the lasso that I
Jez,
made
you're on
two,
deck.
Okay.
So,
2
Constitution
rounds
check.
ago, and I'm gonna try to throw that to go on to Rory to try to drag her out.
Sure. This is a ranged attack, so
I do have horns on my head. Does she get advantage?
this shouldn't. No, but this is also not super hard.
All right. Would this be athletics for what I'm trying
It's
to
a
do?
dex.
or-
No, this is a dexterity.
Dex?
You're
Okay,
attempting
cool.
to hit a target with a rope. It's
Mm,
not
Okay.
hard, but also she's face first on the ground, so you're
Fair
hoping to
enough.
grab something.
Horns.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh.
You grabbed something.
I'm sorry, it's gonna hurt.
I'm unconscious. I don't know.
That's fair. All right. So I'm gonna try to do that. And can I try to pull her out at this turn, or is that next turn?
Yes, you do know that this is a rope you can turn into steel. Remember?
Okay.
So you can
Yeah.
use
I
that to
didn't
your
know it turned
advantage
into
if you want to
cool.
do something crazy. But yeah,
Okay.
you can also try and pull her. But Yeah, I mean, if you want to try and move her while dragging on the rope, if you want to try and move while dragging on the rope and dragging her, go ahead.
Like running backwards, basically. I'm like envisioning like just
Yeah,
putting on my little teeny tiny weight and just
that would be an athletics check.
Wonderful.
That's going to be an athletics check, and dragging dead weight will
Okay.
be at disadvantage. She is
okay.
face first on the ground. So you're
Okay,
basically
athletics.
dragging her face across the
There it is,
cobblestone.
athletic strength. Oh, it's strength, and I'm not strong. Oh, this is gonna be super fun. Okay, so let me set this up for the
Is it
negative one
whiffing
on
is the
this.
strongest person
All right,
fun?
I'm gonna roll 2 at a time, so we'll see which one comes out. Actually, that's not gonna do what I wanted to do. Nope, I'm gonna do 1 at a time, so it'll do the right thing. Okay, first one is a 17. Second one is a 2.
Well, okay, so you pull,
Well, that didn't. It
and
doesn't.
she like inches along a little bit. So like, Dana, when you wake up, you're definitely gonna have some like rug burn like on your forehead.
Okay.
Well, cobblestone burn on your forehead. But no,
Okay.
you're not able to move her.
Oh my god.
Jez, Constitution check, please.
You got it. That's a 20.
So you like sputter awake, like cough, like gross, like green smoke looking stuff coughs out, like you just cough it out of your lungs. And you
Come to me.
You are conscious, but in a lot of pain. And you are your movement, until I say otherwise, is 5 feet.
Legit.
But you're awake. Rory, you're up. Constitution check, please.
I was like, I'm sleeping. Okay. Oh no.
Well,
Oh.
you do not wake up.
I'm really sleeping.
Okay.
Nasty. This is very bad.
Who knew? Barrels.
I know.
I love that this is okay. Okay. Does she take
Okay.
any damage yet, or is she cool?
She has not taken damage yet.
Okay.
Next is Vera.
Okay. Look. We got to get Rory out of there. I'm going to be a cowboy now. Mainly because she hasn't taken any damage yet. But I got to get her out of there before she does. So if I lasso her, I really need everybody behind me helping me out.
Okay.
Can't do anything out of initiative though.
I know.
Remember, you can see that she's already got a lasso on her.
Oh, that's true.
You can see that.
That is very true. Thank you.
Mm.
Well, I guess we can try to pull. I guess I can try to pull it
Mhm.
on my own. See what happens. What's the worst that could happen? It should be fine. Okay. It could
So
be
you start
worse.
pulling.
I
I
would
do.
not say those words given everyone else's roles.
I mean, I'm tempting danger here. That's okay.
Okay, so you try and pull. I would like a athletics check.
Okie dokie. Well, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either.
Okay.
I mean, I tried.
So you pull, and she moves like another couple inches, just a little bit more road burn on her face.
I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
god.
I was gonna say, at this point, we're just rolling to see how scarred Rory ends up.
Next is Preston, and his dude. Talia is right afterwards.
Okay, so there's a bulging barrel, right?
There is, in fact, a bulging barrel. It is straining as something is going on there.
Okay. If at this point fire would probably make it worse, but if it's something alive and controlling this smell, no, that barrel's bad. That barrel is bad, and it should feel bad from outside of the radius cloud. From outside the radius cloud, I whip my hands together and I prep to throw a chromatic orb of lightning at the barrel.
God, we're gonna kill the poor bystander.
I'm gonna die.
Cool.
But everything was not cool.
Cool.
Just let
Preston,
me know how much damage I need to roll for.
I'll let you know. Well, you're okay, Preston. As you do that, your
Crack
spell
me up.
is your spell is counterspelled,
Ooh.
and you don't hear anything yet. You do anything else?
I immediately look around.
You see Brother Thaddeus looking out the door, looking at you like incredulously.
Wait.
Oh my God, this is great.
Bro Thaddeus just counter my...
Getting shade from our
Brother Thaddeus
Just dropped a counter spell on me?
I mean, maybe.
I didn't know he was a Mystic Theurge.
Counterspell is a cleric spell in 5th edition.
Oh. Well,
I
I was
think-
today
In
I
the
was
right
today
situations.
years old when.
Also, he counterspelled you, whether you do what you want. So he's looking at you kind of incredulously. Also, please, players, don't cuss. It gives me homework.
sorry.
I'm sorry, studio audience.
Okay, so
So that was my action.
okay,
I still have one spell active, and it is currently being cast on my good friend Truffles.
okay.
And so Truffles will Truffles is just trying to honestly, I don't. Okay. Truffles is readying an action that if something breaks out of that barrel that is bursting and moves, it's getting hit by Godzilla breath.
Okay.
Because if this really is just a giant cloud of stank and not an actual threat, then Brother Thaddeus is right. If there is an evil stank monster in that barrel and I was not allowed to shock it, I'll be very cross with him later.
Okay, Talia, you're up.
I don't want to watch him be cross with Brother Thaddeus, but I'm gonna grab the rope and you know what? Forget this. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna run in and grab her.
Okay.
All right, so first one was the regular Constitution. Oh, jeez.
Oh no. Oh, don't you get advantage because you're holding your breath?
You should.
Yes.
I mean, assuming you do hold your breath. Yeah. So the second one, you are successful. You are successful in holding your breath. You do the same thing. You jam a piece of your shirt into your nose. You run up. You close your eyes. You get to where Rory is. And then I would need an athletics check. There's only one of her now, so there's no disadvantage. I need an athletics check. And you are successful at kind of picking her up and moving her. So she's able to move outside of the cloud of
Last zone.
stank without further cobblestone burn on her head.
Oh, thank God.
Next is Pin.
Okay. We still have those two guards in there, so should probably
yeah.
try to do something about that. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the rope, my rope that I had off of Rory, get it off of her, and I'm just gonna move around the perimeter of the stink if I can. I'm just looking at can I scooch around it just to get closer to where the guard is to maybe try to lasso one of them out. Let's see. So I'm just trying to see how far I can go with my movement. So if I take the rope and then can I just double move? Would that be
Yeah.
that in like a bonus action?
I mean,
Okay,
you
so if I'm
absolutely
going-
can.
All right. So because my movement is 25 feet, so I'm just trying to see so that's about 25 feet to here. Oops.
Obviously, you're
I'm
going
not
to be
gonna get-
skirting around the.
Of course.
the
Yep.
thing,
Yep. Because I'm trying to go.
So I would say that if you were to try and skirt around it, I'll move you.
Okay,
I would
cool.
say that a double move would
How
put
far?
you like about here. I'm bad.
Okay. Fair enough.
I didn't do geometry, so
Okay.
but you get there with a double move.
Okay.
Next is Jez. Again, your movement is still 5 feet, but you are no longer retching.
That's great. Yeah, so first I'm gonna give some bardic inspiration to let's give it to Talia. So you have that's for 10 minutes you can add a 1d6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Nice.
And you can add it after the roll, but before knowing the outcome. And, yeah, otherwise, I got nothing. I'm just... can't really do much in this situation, if I'm being honest. Are there any ropes that we're still pulling, or did I...
No, it was
Nope, I have
attached
the-
around Rory.
We're good on that, right?
Yep. I took the one
Yeah.
that was on Rory, and so it's now down on that back corner where I'm trying to skirt around. So
Okay.
the successfully thrown rope, I should say. There were other ropes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna like stand by and see if any help is needed. I guess. See how it goes. So I guess kind of like holding my action a little bit.
Sure. Brother Thaddeus, as soon as you're done with that, he steps out. This stuff looks dangerous. We don't want to attack the barrels, Preston. And he begins to cast a spell. Next is
Sorry, Dad.
I am unconscious.
I would like a Constitution save.
13.
You wake up. You cough and like green nastiness coughs out, and you're awake until otherwise noted. Your movement is 5 feet.
Okay, I will crawl 5 feet and then throw up.
Cool. You can do that. Next is
a
Vera
really bad
Preston.
song in my head
You're on
now.
deck.
Okay. So, who needs to be lesser restorationed? Because do we have some we got some poisons going on here, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think since I'm standing directly next to Jez, I'm going to go ahead and cast Lesser Restoration.
Appreciated.
All right, so that will remove either one disease or one condition afflicting you. So hopefully
Okay.
that helps
There's
change
that
the
apple.
status.
Your speed is back to normal.
Yay.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, that's my turn. Making sure to, undebuff people.
Okay. Next is Preston.
As I am outside of the cloud of stink and have been politely told via counter magic not to attack the thing, I will hold my action until such a threat has been made available, as will my faithful companion Truffles. But if the barrel bursts open and something comes out, it will receive comeuppance.
Okay, that's fair. Talia, you're up.
Okay. So it seems to be working. So wait, what's a double move?
So a double move is so the way that it works is you get a move action always. And then
Mhm.
for your action, instead of attacking, you can choose to take the dash action, which just gives you your movement again. This is kind of in third edition, you would double move and that would take your whole turn. And that's just like kind of old holdover language. In the current rule set, you would say you're going to move and then take the dash action. And that would be your whole turn. But that does give you your movement twice.
So can I do that and then use my second action?
Because you're a fighter and have shenanigans? Yeah. Yes. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna dash, or I'm gonna do that. Towards the dapper looking town watch gentleman here. Is that Preston?
That's yeah. Preston is that's actually not Preston, that's Truffles.
Oh.
I'm gonna move Preston out. Let me give the town watch guys. There's one guy like kind of underneath the wagon, and then there's another guy over here. Let me get a fake. I'm gonna get a critter, but you can feel free to move yourself and do what you got to do. I'm gonna go find a critter. Okay, there he is.
Okay.
Okay, so you're running into the smoke.
Yeah, I have done the same. I haven't removed the cloth from my nostrils. Why bother at this point? I'm gonna try to grab him like I did the others.
Okay. So could you make the Constitution checks? Okay, so you did it at advantage, so you're able to get to him, and now an athletics check to pull him free.
Oh, the +6. So 11.
Okay, so you're able to move him.
Okay. Let's see if I just put myself in danger. Sorry, everyone.
And what direction are you going to pull him?
I'm gonna path of least resistance. So you know what? I'm gonna try to go towards the other town watch guy so that we can get out and be close enough to him to try again.
So you move you, and I'll move him with you.
I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, perfect. That's all I can move.
Okay. Next is Pin.
Okay, I'm gonna work my way and do my full movement and the dash and get as close to Talia as I can.
Okay.
So how far did you? Because I can kind of. I'm looking at with the measuring a straight line across is 50. So I'm assuming that I would be not quite that.
Yeah, you're not gonna be. I'm
so
just gonna
like
kind of
maybe
put
like is there look around or a little less?
I'm gonna put you like right here.
Cool.
Next is Jez.
I'll start working my way around the other way. Kind of end up. We'll end up by Thaddeus over here.
Okay.
Yeah, just ready to assist.
Okay. Next is Rory.
I'm just gonna lay here for a minute.
Okay.
And
Oh, hey, look at you there, Ground.
you're looking real great, Ground.
Um,
And just catch my breath and
Okay.
go ow to my face.
Oh.
And
I can. Well, I guess I didn't really. Did I take any damage to being dragged?
no.
Okay.
No, you just have road rash on your forehead.
Okay.
It's awkward, but it's not bad. Okay.
I'll
next
touch
is,
it up later.
Next is Vera.
Partly
followed
my
by-
fault.
Next is Vera, followed by Preston.
Okie dokie. Well, we got one more in the circle, do we not?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to can I make it a little bit closer so that I can cast Bless on Thalia? On Thalia?
What's the range on Bless?
It's 30 feet.
I don't know that there's a way to get close enough to cast Bless on her without getting into the thing.
Okay.
Because, like,
Yeah.
30 feet is, there's really no way to do it without going into the smoke, which you are welcome to do.
Probably not a good idea. Probably not. Okay. I guess what I can do then is I will move to, I guess, here-ish, go around this nonsense,
Yep.
and then, do I have enough room to get at Rory potentially and give Rory a blessing?
Well, Rory was where you were, so you could have
Oh.
blessed her and then moved.
Oh, okay. Who's standing on the other side then? I'm sorry, I don't have like.
Oh, if you mouse over everybody, there should be, you should be able to see their name. If you
I can
can't,
only
then I'll
see
fix that.
Jezebel's name,
Well,
unfortunately.
then I will fix all of that. Talia is the one on the left-hand side of the circle.
Yeah.
Pin. So Talia
that Pin?
is at like
Yes.
8.
Okay.
Pin is at like 7.
Okay.
You're at like 5 on
Okay,
the circle
perfect.
clock right now.
My bad.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try to bless Pin.
Sure.
Okay.
Give it a shot since you're closer than I am to trying to get the rest of these guards out.
I'll allow it
All right.
because
So
it's allowed
you
within the
are
rules.
now blessed. Whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can roll an additional d4 and add the number rolled to the attack or the saving throw.
Hashtag blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag blessed.
Okay.
All right, that's as good as I can get. I feel a little useless, but that's okay. I'm buffing people and we're healing people. It'll be fine.
A rough
Okay.
situation.
I would like everyone to make a dexterity save as the barrel that has been straining
Oh.
explodes,
Oh.
spilling weird objects all over the place.
If I'm on the ground, am I at disadvantage?
Yes, very much so. I would like to know who got better than an 11.
I did.
Not me.
Oh,
Oh dear.
oh
It was nice knowing you.
I rolled a critical miss.
Okay, so
You're always close to our
Rory's
heart.
good though.
No, it's doing weird stuff.
well,
It's
your
a
lowest one was a 10.
Yeah, so 13.
Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, so here's what happens. The barrel strains, and you hear like one final like, and then it just pops as the whatever metal kind of band holding it together gives way, and just splinters of wood go everywhere. Green smoke just flies up into the air, and weird fish-looking objects just fly everywhere. Everyone who was less than an 11 is hit full on in the face by weird, like, greenish, ichor-covered fish. And takes, and I would like you to roll your own damage.
Oh my god, ew.
And takes 1d6 acid damage.
I'm a
So roll your
boot in
own
real
damage
life.
for me, folks.
Preston failed and takes 3.
And you're covered in fish. Like, you just got like a bunch of fish on you. It's gross.
Also took 3.
After this explosion, is the gas cloud still here?
The force of the explosion does disperse the cloud of acid, smoke, whatever it was. So while it still
All miracles.
smells really bad, it is not painful. And I'm trying to make roll 20 let me get rid of it. So, like, I'm trying. Give me a minute, guys.
Okay.
Okay. As my action was going to be immediately after that, I drop concentration on Dragon's Breath, and I cast Prestidigitation to clean my outfit.
Cool.
Priorities.
Cool.
Truffles.
You guys can drop out of initiative at this point.
Truffles preens themselves and is generally frustrated, and then retreats to his pouch inside my coat with a sickening squish, to which I am very upset at him. And then I have to cast Prestidigitation again, this time cleaning the pocket of my coat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was that?
That was the grossest thing I think I've ever smelled. And I went to cleric school.
Oh.
I've heard of preserved fish, but this is ridiculous.
But was that like an acid fish bomb? Who did this?
Brother Thaddeus says I have no idea, but someone was up to no good.
Do you think this was aimed at Brother Thaddeus's house?
He did end up right outside his house. And I like kind of look at Thaddeus and like, do you have any enemies?
Well,
Anyone in the fish industry?
Everyone here knows someone in the fish industry that might be upset, but these don't
True.
seem like any normal fish. Could everyone who was hit by a fish make a survival check, please? If you are someone who has been around fishing shenanigans, and you can decide if that's the case, you have advantage on this check.
Can I go over and check it out since...
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, since we're out of initiative.
Yeah.
So...
Total of 15, Steve.
These are weird freaking fish, man. These are weird freaking fish, man. You've never seen a fish that looks like this. Also, fish, even you've seen your share of pickled fish, barreled fish. You've never seen fish in a barrel that emit acid like that.
I got a 23.
Fish gumbo, fish cocktail,
These are weird fish, dude.
fried fish, fish stew.
I guess we are gonna have to contemplate the nature of these fish for another time.
As a matter of fact, that's correct. So, you guys will have approximately 2 weeks to figure out what's going on with this fish, because this
Dang.
episode of Coils of Destiny ends with a great mystery. Where did the acid fish come from?
We started with coils.
Dun. Also, what's an acid fish? Dun 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 dun.
We started with
Also,
coils, and now we have scales. It's currently the scales of destiny.
I mean, I don't know. So the great mysteries are dun 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 dun. Are we ever going to be able to fix Rory's forehead? Dun 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 dun. Where did these fish come from? I don't know, everybody. So
Dun 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 dun.
dun 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 dun. So I would like to thank our audience for watching this week. We had a bunch of people really participating, asking questions, and that was really cool. Excuse me. So that was super fun, including some folks that had not seen any of our adventures before. Everybody, super appreciate this. If you would like to help us moving forward, we post all of our videos on demand on YouTube. And I would absolutely love it if everybody that was watching this would find the YouTube on the Engage Family Gaming YouTube channel. We'll put the link in various places. If you could go and like it and comment on it, and yeah, that would be, and then watch it. Maybe put it on in the background while you're doing other stuff like rating or whatever. Because, believe it or not, watch time and engagement help spread this to other people. And we would love more and more people to watch this every week, as is actually happening. So, everybody that is watching, thank you very much. To my players, I hope you had a stinking good time. We will be back in 2 weeks for episode 4 of Coils of Destiny. And for those of us on the Engaged Family Gaming podcast crew, we will be back next week. Man, did some cool news pop up today. And we have EFGCon this weekend. So, man, do we have some stuff to talk about. Oh, my gosh. So, everybody have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. And until next time, don't forget to get your family game on. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.